There's this thing that China likes to do, and it's this whole propaganda for the camera type thing. All right, you see this a lot. They'll show, oh, look, we're helping the people out, and they'll make a whole big hoo-ha, and they'll show, I don't know, the PLA sweeping the streets or handing out food packages or something, right? But it's always just a bunch of garbage. It's a farce. It's like that time that boss of mine, remember that whole thing where he made us line up for the camera that we're all going to donate for the Sichuan earthquake victims? Gave us all money to stand in a row as if we're going to put it in a box. They take the photo, and then he came and took all the money back and put it in his pocket. It's that kind of thing. So we've got a little clip here, which I'd like everyone to see. They obviously didn't realize they were being filmed from above, but let's play it. Okay, wait. So let's go back to that clip very quickly. I don't think we showed the whole thing. Okay. What you've got here is, I don't know, how many people would you say are standing there? Like...
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, maybe 28.
Yeah, about 28 people. They're standing in these like human chains, passing food packages. This food parcels. This is for the whole Xi'an lockdown. Remember, there was that whole thing. We're going to be giving out food to, you know, the people.
Yeah.
Yet, if you look clearly, all they could have done is, first of all, where they're standing right now is a road, by the way. But never mind that. Oh, it looks like a kind of a flat surface. But look, all they could have done to avoid this entire mess is simply reverse that little truck back a couple of meters.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Well,
mean?
this shows you exactly why they took this video. They do that. They're learning though, because like before it would be like a whole camera crew. Now they're like, let's look like somebody's just happens to be filming this randomly.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, like what do you need to have 28 people to pass?
You
a
don't
food
need
parcel?
28 people to move that down there. But they've got, like, if you look in the beginning, the guy right at the front there is filming right over there.
Yeah.
Right at the front. But, you know, it's because they can show this. And you've seen the clips going around where they show these people handing the food out, this massive effort. You know, oh, we're really here to help the people. But it's always just a staged, ridiculous little thing like this. So
I do want to touch on something real quick. If you go to a supermarket in China, you'll see, I mean, I guess in the US you would see maybe 4 people when you're walking around the aisles. Maybe you might have to run up and be like, oh, where's this? Where's this? You know, you have to make an effort to go find someone. In China, there will be, I mean, I've seen up to 7, 8 people in one aisle, people working there. And that's this whole idea that if you employ very, very low wages, we're talking under well under $1 an hour. If you employ people at very low wages, but you all give them a job, then your unemployment figures are nothing, right?
Sure.
So it'd be like, oh, look at the unemployment rate in Western Europe compared to China. China employs everybody. Wow. But it's just these useless filler positions. It just reminded me of that.
yeah, it's kind of like that. What's up with this picture in the background here?
I just love this photo. I posted this on Instagram. It's a propaganda billboard that is running a TV program.
Yeah.
You'll see this in China quite often, a billboard running CCTV or state media. I love this one because it's, again, the out of touch idea that everywhere needs to be touched by the propaganda brush.
Right.
And so they put how much money into building this massive structure, and there's one man sitting on a cinder block watching it.
Well, I mean, there's not even any infrastructure around that block. Like, there's no pavement, no road or anything.
They could have built a road.
Well,
They
I mean,
could have used that money.
Remember, I've talked about this before, but remember that time we were riding through Guizhou? Was it Guizhou? And we were going up. There's that like disgusting mud road.
Yeah.
And there were like people, farmers, like really with those sticks over their back, you know, carrying heavy loads, and they're all like in their 70s and 80s and stuff. And it's like, it's real like
Stick huts.
It's like a real awful kind of a situation. You can see there's so much poverty and there's so much struggle and so much strife. But at the top of the hill is a massive billboard of Xi Jinping clapping.
Like, and it said like the development has arrived or something.
And he's like, and it's just like, how insulting must that be for?
Because it looks like a Gollum situation, like people literally struggling just to make ends meet.
Sure.
These huts that are burning, you know, wood that they have to go chop down just to stay warm because there's no electricity in some of these huts. We stayed in one. It's dire.
I mean, it's just they have the budget to erect a massive billboard.
That's the priority. That's what I'm trying to say.
They couldn't, you know, spend that money on roads or infrastructure.
That's exactly the same with this, right?
Anyway, cool.
This guy's being entertained.
That's what that's all about. Yeah. Bye.